Okay, here's the deer blind. It took me a while to do this. Fabricated it from 2.5-inch steel support. 2.5-inch squared and 2.5-inch angle irons on the bottom frame. 1-inch square ladder, and I also use like 1-inch along the top interior. Drilled the plywood straight into the 2.5. Drill self-tapping screws. Applied silicone. We got a lot of gaps. Used 1/8 inch steel. Dimensions are 6x8. Utilized scrap angle iron to run the ladder rungs into. The dimensions for 6x8 blind aren't very friendly for wood. Anyway, so you gotta really consider you want to do that. 6x4, two 6x4s, support, welded. My welding's not pretty at all, but it's okay. Good enough for this. 3/4 inch on the bottom. The rest of the plywood is 1/2 inch. Once again, 6x8's not that friendly, so there's a 4x8 and then 2x8 used for this side. Metal sheeting along the top. Once again, you got to get creative with your cuts. Used just regular old plastic sheeting, clear plastic sheeting. And anyway, there's window. This is the blind facing side. 2 windows here. It's plenty big enough for the kids and me. I'll show you the window assembly inside. We've got it covered up with camouflage to keep it nice and dark inside for contrast. The legs, straightforward enough. I cut the steel distributor sells in 24-foot lengths. So this is actually set up at 11 foot. So we've got 5 foot off the ground, 6 foot high inside. Anyway, so here we go. Ladder took a while. Right here, I didn't want the space to make it easy to basically run your foot into. Somebody break an ankle. We can move the ladder easily, like this. Keep the ladder from going down in the sand. We went ahead and put these feet there. I actually moved it out a little hold just to make sure it's nice and good on sand. Nothing special here. The door's kind of a pain to do. That was finished off with scrap wood. Pre-treated. Lumber's not super cheap, so anyway, this will do. Galvanized steel here on the hinge. Crack it open. Scrap. Okay, Harbor Freight was real good. We got this. Actually, I have found better stuff at Academy. It's semi, feels like felt, and maybe even a little thicker, but this was cheap. It cost about $30 to get it all done. I'm going to upgrade my blind chair since now I have room. Steel bracing, reinforcement here. There's the 1-inch steel. You can probably build this whole thing with 1-inch square tubing and probably be a lot cheaper. I think that was nearly $300 in steel cost. But anyway, that's alright. That's what you want to do. I like the 2.5-inch steel. I can't remember. Anyway, the windows. Here's my blind's eye view. Straight through there is a blind. Like I said, I got a lot of brush to clear out. But let's give the camera a second to straighten out. Definitely got to work on the view. I can see one blind from here, or I'm sorry, one feeder from here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Got a tree in the way, so I got a lot of brush clear out there. You can see the second blind quite a bit. The window shades are just camo, whatever, junk you can get from Academy. The windows, drilled them, put simple little hinges, applied, let's see, here's how we're keeping them up. We drilled straight through here, got a little pull system with string, tied a knot on the other side, keeping it simple. Bang, done. As you can see, weathering outside, not really any dust or anything inside, so the weather stripping was just some simple window stripping adhesive that we got from Home Depot. I'm pretty happy with it. Looking forward to getting some use out of it. Anyway, so this is it. I'm not the smallest guy, but it's plenty big enough for me. My welding's not good, not pretty, but it's holding. More silicone. Probably the weakest. I don't even think it matters anymore, but I've got to, maybe if I get bored, I'll look at sealing up the door some, because that's really the only place with any holes. I think it's going to be a lot warmer in here in winter than the old blind I listed out there. So anyway, this is it. That's it.